Creepy. That is so creepy. Why does it always rain on me? Let's go zombie hunting. Dun 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 dun. Why do you do some recording on this, Alex? Die! 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 Die!
And I give you cash. You can walk right up the street and have a ball at the casino. Probably
I've seen this episode. It sells it for $1,200.
Well,
spoiler alert!
done. Okay, so, alright, $3 grand.
Oh, maybe not.
This gun is off. I should make a couple $1,000. But first, I'm dying to take a shot at the range so we can fire it.
I wanted to watch the boxing.
So what we got here?
Wow.
This is a
It's not a rocket program.
made in the mid
Not when the
1950s.
boxes.
I know what you're thinking, but it's not Mercedes-Benz. Are you sure? I decided to come down to the pawn shop today.
Vintage Britain scooter. Nobody's heard of them scooters, so that's why they don't go through it. Although they're rarer than like any other scooter.
Incredibly rare. I really want to try to get 2,000.
Go away from me. I don't need you.
Where'd you find this thing? I bought this at a flea market. There were about 50 pickers, and everybody wanted this scooter. All you pickers think alike, huh? I guess we do.
No wonder why every picker wanted that scooter, because it's so flaming rare.
Right around the same time, an Italian company you might have heard of called Vespa started making their scooters.
Vespa! Don't leave me.
Kind of what put these guys
If you've seen YouTube, Alex, that PewDiePie is playing Happy Wheels and he's on a motorbike and he's like, Vespa, don't leave me. Vespa, come back.
Business is anybody's guess. I mean, your metal's in fairly decent shape. Single cylinder. And it has a spark. I didn't feel like I could fire it up and drive it without having new cables put on it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do on an almost 70-year-old scooter. This scooter is awesome. It has a cool 50s style that people just love. But since most people haven't heard of a Benz, it probably won't sell like a pricey vintage collectible one. If I can get it cheap enough, I can sell it as is to someone who wants to restore it. What are you looking to do with it, boss? You want to pawn it, sell it? Well, I'd like to sell it. And any idea what you're looking to get out of it? I'd like to get a couple $1,000 for it. It's a rare item. It is rare. You're 100% right, and that's the problem. No one's out there collecting them because no one can find them. I'd like to get it from you for around $800. You know, I might go $1,500.
But how about 1,450?
If you go up to 1,100, I'd sell 1050.
1075. I think they're idiots when they do that. I'll give you 1,000. I'll give you 1,050 pounds for it. Well, I'll sell it for 1,075.
Alright, deal. Thank you. You want to go right now?
We didn't.
Oh, I feel great. I paid $650 for the scooter. I'm leaving with $1,075.
It's probably like I'm so chuffed I sponged another 25 quid out of them.
Well, quite windy, isn't it?
Hey, how's it going? What do we got here?
A couple old World War II photos. It was the first Japanese Zero that they ever shot down.
Wow.
It was actually over the Aleutians.
A Japanese Zero getting shot down in the Aleutians? Okay, which is part of Alaska.
It's not really the Pacific Theater, is it?
How is it I never heard of this? I'm a big history buff, so it's got me intrigued right there.
Chicka 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 chicka.
To see if I can sell my World War II Photo Zero photographs.
I have 5 photographs.
Ooh, piece of car.
I paid $250 for them, and I'd like to get a couple $1,000 from them.
There was a lot of things really close to home most people don't realize. I mean, hell, the Germans were all through the Gulf of Mexico. Where did you get these?
I found these off the dealer up in the north end of California.
July 10, 1942. That's not long after the war started.
At least we started with them. They say it was one of the biggest war prizes of the war because they were just killing us in the air. Early in World War II, the Japanese had the best long-range fighter in the world, Mitsubishi A6M0. It was so agile and maneuverable, it dominated in the dogfights. I know they built thousands of them, but somehow this one ended up in Alaska. We definitely need photos. A little rough shape. I've been around a while. Yeah, these are some really brutal images. It's not pleasant. No, war isn't.
Well, of course it's not pleasant.
I know a lot about World War II, and I'm blown away. I've never heard of this Japanese Zero crashing on an island in Alaska. And if these photos are as rare as I think they are, they could be a major collector's item. So what do you want to do with it?
Major?
I'd like to sell it. The thing is, I don't know nearly enough yet to make you an offer. Okay. There could be a lot of these photos out there, so I have a friend who knows everything there is to know about this kind of stuff. Let me go give him a call. Maybe we can figure something out. Okay, thank you. The story behind these photos is so crazy, I'm wondering if this guy got his facts confused. But if he's right, I definitely want him. This stuff is so cool, and it's all in one place.
Potato!
It takes a special kind of trucker to run these roads and survive. They live recklessly, they bid recklessly. What it takes to do this job, somebody who's insane. I know you.
Whoa. If I make it to the bottom, precinct 13, that far away. Woo, let's go to precinct 13.
The first, the one, the only.
Get up to 50% off hotel getaways at abrams.com.
Yeah.
Right now at Tesco, when you buy selected products and deals, you can collect candy off coupons to get up to a whopping 50p off per litre of fuel. That'll help with everyone's economy drive. Tesco, everything helps. Homes are about to get smarter. With heating you can control from your mobile. Smart meters so you can see what you're using.
Misfire, 1, 2, what is it? What?
On the website, which is keeping up-to-date stories about 2012, 21st of December, 21st of the 12th, 2012, the end of the world, apparently.
But they've already done it where at the end of the world they found a new Mayan calendar where it carries on to about 2050. So I don't see why people are still going on about it. They found a new Mayan calendar.
Someone put, there's a story about how the Olympics is linked to it. There is something very unsettling about the new 2012 Olympic mascot.
Apart from it looks like a total douche.
If you are looking for another sign of the coming changes in 2000, coming changes, so I'm not saying end of the world changes, in 2012, I encourage you to read on. The all-seeing eye, also known as the widget eye or eye of the Horus, comes from ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. The Egyptians saw the symbol as a representation of their god, which I believe will bring out Ordu ab chaos, or order out of chaos. The Freemasons later adopted this single eye symbol as did their extreme group of elitist counterparts. The Freemasons, they're a good read to check about them.
Freemasons?
The Freemasons run the world, secretly.
Really?
Yeah.
So basically the government's not to them, they're just in the world.
Yeah.
What?
They control the governments of the world like puppets.
What? That's it.
It's like, think of Oblivion, where the Dark Brotherhood sort of works.
Yeah. They basically ruled Tamil.
They kind of did, didn't they?
Yeah. They don't rule Tamil. They basically rule Cyrodiil.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, dog!
I'll find it in yeah.
I think he sells the photos to him for 800 quid, Alex.
800?
Because there's copies of a couple of them, but a couple of them are original.
Which I believe will bring you about?
As if the thingy secretly on the bar.
Well, that's what it. Well,
how do you even get into them?
Apparently, George Bush
Isn't it?
was, or still is, part of a branch of the Freemasons, an American branch.
How do you even get in the Freemasons? Oh, they're just Americans?
No. American branch.
Oh.
Like, think of it as a tree.
Yeah.
Basically, the Freemasons.
How did I not know that the Queen didn't rule England?
It's not that they don't. It's not that they rule about, but they have. They can
have high commands.
Yeah, the Freemasons are people in power.
It's like something like Elder Scrolls. It's like something unreal, really, isn't it?
The Freemasons are people who are in power. You don't know they're in the Freemasons. They're not allowed to say they're in the Freemasons.
So how do we know what George Bush is?
Well, it's a conspiracy that it was, or he is. It's all a conspiracy that the Freemasons still exist, or the Freemasons have or did exist. But it's all conspiracies. But basically, what the Freemasons are.
Basically, if you're high in command in the Prime Minister.
Basically, what the Freemasons do is put people in power, or people in power in the Freemasons will have a certain job role, or someone in a certain job role that can determine the outcome of affairs in the world. So sometimes presidents, senators, stuff like that.
So sometimes we have basically our votes the Prime Minister sometimes don't count. If they want somebody in as Prime Minister,
they can do that. That's the conspiracy behind it. But they can pull strings because they have people in power everywhere in the right places. But they can pull the strings when they need to. Basically, yeah. And they basically can determine anything in world affairs.
Wow.
And yeah, but I
wouldn't mind being a Freemason.
But the Freemasons was formed back in the medieval period.
And they owned the world.
Before the Freemasons, there was known as the Templars. So if you think Assassin's Creed, the Templars.
So yeah, I know
that's who they are.
God, the Templars were bad.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
So the Freemasons might be bad.
Well,
we never know.
But yeah, it's just a big conspiracy. But basically, before the Templars, they weren't one of it, and then the Templars came about. There was like the Templars were I can't explain who the Templars was without talking it too much. But yeah, the Templars came about, and then obviously by the time because the sort of formed the Freemasons after the Templars. It was not all the Templars, but a few of the Templars, high up Templars. As the Templars were being disbanded, the world was moving on. There was no need for them anymore, no need for them type of people. They sort of formed the Freemasons, a few of them, and that's as it turns out. Now, like sort of.
I think that George Bush isn't it.
That's just one of the conspiracies, isn't it? But, so, you know, weird. It's good though, to read up about it.
No, get away! Get away. No ammo.
And the New World Order is a good thing to read up about. So.
Are there conspiracy?
The New World Order.
It sounds like something like Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
The Dark Brotherhood. Are they a conspiracy?
I don't know. Fact checking.
I think there's a lit for 200 as well. I think Chumley buys it. Yeah, Chumley. Gee. It's just a wooden skull. Anybody could make it. Give him the. Did he even make? Oh, some guy bringing a glass sword that he made himself. It took him about 5 years to make it, and he said, "Right, can I sell this for 10 grand?" Like, it's one of a kind, but nobody's ever heard of it. You're a nobody, basically. So.
Did he admit that he made it though?
Yeah. So he said, since people don't really know you, we can only give you it for £100. It's like, no, I'll just go home and make another one.
First generation single action revolver. This is what won the West. Everybody knew the cult. And if you didn't,
Cult 45. Very good.
Peacemaker. Pieces.
Peacemaker. Who's dying?
I pull out my peacemaker. Who's buying the beers?
And the other thing I like is when you look at the muzzle here, it's got honest holster wear.
Honest holster wear. What the hell is that?